Abdu'l-Bahá preferred inexpensive clothes for himself. When he had extra clothes, he always gave them to others. One day, he was going to entertain the governor of Akka. His wife felt that his coat was not good enough for the occasion. Well ahead of time, she went to the tailor and ordered a fine coat for Abdu'l-Bahá. She thought he surely would not notice that his coat had been replaced. He desired, after all, only to be scrupulously clean.
When the day of the governor's visit arrived, the new coat that was laid out could not be his. His wife attempted to explain that because of the occasion, she had bought him a new coat, but he would not accept it. He told her that for the price of this one coat, they could buy 5 simple ones, like he normally wore. He told her that there was no reason to spend so much money on a coat just for him. If he needed a new one, they could send the expensive coat back to the tailor and order 5 ordinary coats for the same amount of money. Then, you see, I shall not only have a new one, but I shall also have 4 coats to give to others.
This is a story about Abdu'l-Bahá in England. When Abdu'l-Bahá first arrived in England, he was the guest of a friend in a village not far from London. The evident poverty around him in this wealthy country distressed him greatly. He would walk out into town, garbed in his white turban and long Persian coat, and all eyes were centered upon this strange visitor, who, the people had been told, was a holy man from the East. Naturally, the children were attracted to him, followed him, pulled at his coat or his hand, and were immediately taken into his arms and caressed. This delighted them, of course, and children were never afraid of Abdu'l-Bahá. But what was pleased and amazed them still was that when they were put down, they found in their little hands a shilling or 6 pence from the capacious pockets of the holy man's long coat. Such bits of silver were a rarity in their experience, and they ran home with joy to tell the tale of the generous stranger from the Orient, possessed apparently of an endless store of shining 6 pences. The children crowded after him, and so many 6 pences were dispensed that the friend who entertained Abdu'l-Bahá became alarmed, and talked the matter over with Miss Roberts, who was also a guest in the house. "It is a shame," they said indignantly. "He came to us accepting nothing, and is giving our people all the time. It must not go on."